At the end of the Mahabharat war in the Dwapara Yuga, when asked if there was a shorter and easier way to say the 1001 names of Lord Vishnu, this is the mantra that Sri Krishna, who himself is an avatar incarnate of Lord Vishnu, gives to the world as being equal to reciting the 1000 names of the Lord. This is the mantra Lord Krishna gives to the world as being equal to reciting the 1000 names of the Lord. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Ramaya Ramam Manorame Sahasranamam Tattulyam Ramanamam Varanane. Even Sri Krishna does not refer to Rama as Vishnu incarnate, but refers to Rama as the ultimate man, the ultimate persona whose worship equals the worship of Lord Vishnu himself. Till the very end, Sri Rama remains a man fulfilling his duties, never wavering from the path of righteousness as a mortal, and thereby is truly worthy of worship. The Valmiki Ramayana begins with the quest for a man who has qualities that extol the virtues of righteousness in every possible way. From one who has conquered his mind and thereby has control of his sense organs, to one who uses his heart and intellect for the greater good of all. In the very beginning of this magnum opus of the Valmiki Ramayana, in chapters 1, 2, and 3, the qualities of Rama are brought forth with great detail. But it is through the entire composition that we see practical examples of these qualities exhibited at every point of his life. So let us explore the qualities of Rama from the Balakandam, the first book of the Valmiki Ramayana. In chapters 15 and 16 of the Balakandam, we understand why Sri Rama is a man, a mere human, and this is key to understanding the true message of the Ramayana. Vishnu, the Supreme Being, who manifests as the four sons of King Dasharatha, lives the life of human mortals. They go through education and rigorous training as humans. They experience as humans the intensity of emotions like love, joy, sorrow, separation, remorse, doubt, hopelessness, despair, elation, and victory. Although born out of divine blessings and from the divine sacrifice, the Putra Prapti Yagya, Rama and his siblings are human in every respect. They are born with inherent strength, beauty, and intellect, and yet they have undergone rigorous training in the art and science of warfare and weaponry. As a human, Rama enters this world with a blank slate, without the all-knowing powers of an avatar, hence shows his curiosity in knowing about the past history of the lands he travels through and its people. This is where there is the difference between Krishna and Rama. Krishna shows his Leela of being incarnate divine Lord from the moment of his birth, whereas Rama is born with a blank slate. The Rama of the Balakandam is a Rama who is in his youth, full of curiosity, wanting to know everything about the people and the places he is traversing through. This is a Rama who listens with equanimity to the stories and legends of yore told to him by Vishwamitra and others. When he liberates Ahilya, it is done with utmost grace. Knowing the story of Ahilya's curse by her husband, He willingly learns from his teachers and others, including his peers. He shows a deep and inseparable bond with his siblings, especially Lakshmana. Valmiki gives us a detailed description of the physique of Rama from his very birth and into his youth, and that of his four brothers, who are actually parts of Vishnu themselves. How alike they are in appearance, their lustre, their bright countenance, their handsome good looks, their strong and well proportioned bodies, their powerfully long limbs, and their gallant, confident, and valiant gait, their sense of focus, and also their innocence and purity of soul. When sage Vishwamitra takes Rama away with him as a student, he is only 16 years old, and Lakshmana a year younger. In the time spent with Vishwamitra, he meets various sages and rishis. All of them pay their respects to him as they hail his lineage, his prowess, his beauty, and his achievements. And yet, as a handsome, well endowed, and accomplished youth, none of this goes to his head, and he remains ever humble and calm throughout all this praise. For the youth of today, obsessed with their appearance on social media and hankering for recognition and validation, this is probably the most important lesson to be learned. It is a youthful Rama who is ever mindful of his duties and responsibilities to his elders, his teachers, and fellow beings. It is a Rama who never doubts the strength and abilities of his opponents, who takes a fair share of beating from his powerful opponents on occasion, but learns from this and grows in strength from it. This is a Rama who, despite knowing that he is to kill the demons and ogres, prefers to give them a chance to run away and save themselves. He does not wish to kill a woman, even if she is an evil ogress, and yet, at the same time, he shows no mercy when the situation demands. He is not a destroyer of demons as the all-powerful Lord Vishnu, but he, as a human warrior endowed with skill and strength, is the destroyer of demons, who fights with weapons given to him by his teachers. Despite being given the utmost respect and constantly addressed with awe and being referred to by many hyperbolic adjectives, he never gets a big head, nor is his ego ever inflated. He accepts all the praise and worship in his stride without allowing it to inflate his sense of being. Nor does he expect preferential treatment from anyone. This is a Rama who respects and honors the seniority and protocol of his mentors, his gurus, and his family. In the final two chapters of the Balakandam, we see the patience and fortitude exhibited by Rama whilst dealing with Parshurama. This is an 18-year-old or probably a 19-year-old Rama. This is a Rama who is returning from Mithila after his wedding along with his bride and is probably just around 20 years old. When it is natural for youth of that age to be both cocky, arrogant, and impatient, and especially with the need to show off in front of his new bride, Rama, who is in the beginning of his youth, is devoid of any ego or any form of showing off. With utmost respect, he reminds Parshurama that he is being disrespectful to his father Dasharatha. He playfully asks Rama if he can hold the bow from this angle or that angle and string it. And it is with utmost humility and confidence that he dismantles Parshurama's might and prowess and dethrones him of his dominion over the three realms. and never once proclaiming himself as divine or supreme when he withdraws Parshurama's energy. It is Parashurama who perceives in him the incarnation of Lord Vishnu and does not feel humiliated by being defeated by him. At the prime age of 18, he is married to Sita and is probably between 24 or 26 years of age when he is to be made the regent. We see a deep sense of responsibility towards his father, his three mothers, and the people of his kingdom, and his friends and relatives. We see a deep bond of love and friendship building between him and Sita. We see him as the perfect son, a perfect brother, a perfect friend, and a perfect loving husband. We see that even in his youth, young as he is, Rama is in every way worthy of our worship. In an era when lesser mortals, as present day gurus and mentors, are being worshipped and being given the status of a god, in an era where lesser mortals, as present day gurus and mentors, are being worshipped and given the status of a god, we can see that none of them, by any standard, compare anywhere near to what qualities exemplify Rama. As we read each of the 7 books of the Valmiki Ramayana, we will explore the qualities of Rama as he journeys through life and the various tests and tribulations that he faces. We will see how and why Sri Rama is rightfully titled Maryada Purushottam, the best among the best of men, and why he is an example for all of us to follow and worship. So once we journey through the next book, which is the Ayodhya Kand, we will see the qualities of Rama that emerge in that book. Thank you for joining me on this journey of this wonderful magnum opus, this Adi Kavya, this first epic book, poem that was written so many thousands of years ago by the great rishi Valmiki. Dhanyavad. Oh. आपदामप्रहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्.